Raincoast and our partners are working on marsh restoration projects like this one in the Lower Fraser River to support the productivity of juvenile salmon. This year we've seen really good numbers of pink, sockeye, Chinook salmon coming back to the Fraser River. But next year as juveniles, we'll see a lot of those fish out migrating, and they all have to funnel down here through the Fraser River estuary. This site here was initially planted with native sedges and other native marsh plants that we know support juvenile salmon growth and productivity, but unfortunately over time, it's really been taken over by this invasive hybrid cattail, which has really taken away a lot of the actual habitat area that's available for juvenile salmon. We know this because we've been doing monitoring at this site for the past 2 years. So we come in at high tide and we set our nets and we try to see if juvenile salmon are actually getting into this marsh and using the habitat despite the cattail. And what we've found is really limited use of this marsh by juvenile salmon. When we compare that to our other site at Woods Island, which just a year ago looked very similar to this, but we went in and we did our restoration work. So we went in and we excavated the marsh, planted native plants, and this spring and summer we've seen a huge increase in the number of juvenile salmon that are using that site at Woods Island. By coming in and removing that cattail, excavating the marsh down a little bit further and replanting those native marsh grasses like sedges and rushes, we're really hoping that we can really increase both the access for juvenile salmon and the productivity that's available to them. We are right along the middle arm of the Fraser River. We are digging the marsh out down by about 1 meter. We're opening up the 2 channels that previously existed that were really small, mostly filled in. Last year we actually came in the fall, cut the cattail. It mostly grew back. So this fall we came back, cut the cattail again. But now we're taking kind of the more serious step of excavating the marsh so that that cattail doesn't have that really advantageous situation. And then we're going to be planting the area with those native plants after the project, as well as planting the riparian zones around the marsh. By taking the marsh elevation down and also really improving the connectivity so that it's going to drain a lot better, that's the type of conditions where plants that we want to see, those sedges and rushes, they are really going to have now more of a competitive advantage. Next year in the spring, we'll be continuing to monitor both of the sites, and we're really hoping and expecting that this site will really increase in the number of juvenile salmon that are using it, and it'll really come to be similar to our other site, which has been really successful so far.